Hey, what's up, my people? How you doing? My name is Dalton. This is my YouTube channel, Dalton My World, and it's time for another quick story time. That's right, it's time for another quick story time. And uh, this one is my last serious relationship. Okay, when I was younger, I lived in Oklahoma, and I had been through so much racism, uh, being serious about certain girls, and they put you in that friend zone, but they kind of lead you on to make you think that you're the next one. Some of y'all guys and girls have been there before. You know what I'm talking about. But you are never the next one. And I started dating this one young lady, and I remember she was a Capricorn, and she had a little kid, a little girl, and cute little girl. Loved her little kid too. And we were dating, but I knew it was time for me to venture out, and I was gonna move to Seattle, and this was in 1999, and everybody thought the world was coming to an end. Okay, and because of some type of computer malfunction that people didn't account for when they were creating computers, and it would have caused a problem, but that's also when outsourcing really started. That's another story. Okay. Anyway, I had lost at least 6 friends within maybe a 4-year time. Three, three of them all at one time because a real slick sleet storm on the highway, and it killed all three of them at the same time. Then, also, we had the Oklahoma City bombing, and my mom almost died in the Oklahoma City bombing. That's another story. Um, and it was just so much water on the bridge, and I just needed some fresh air. And with all the racism in Oklahoma and stuff I was going through, and what was accepted, racism that was actually accepted, you know, um, and some other things I went through. I knew I needed some fresh air, so I had visited Seattle a couple times and decided to move there. Well, I had started dating this young girl, this woman named Tiva. Now, Tiva, she was a sweetheart. We were dating, uh, messing around, and then when it would come to like the week before it was time for me to move to Seattle, you know, because I was going to take a plane. I already had shipped most of my stuff. Um, I'm in my apartment, and she came over and she told me, she said that she cared a lot about me, and she got real lonely, and she thought about, and we had already discussed to have a long distance relationships, which I learned the hard way don't work. Anyway, we already discussed to have long distance relationships. So but anyway, she tells me that she really, really, cared about me, got lonely, and ended up having sex with another guy the night before. And I thought she was at home taking care of kids. She had decided to go out, and she went and had sex with another guy. And no, the guy was not me. And not only did she have sex with him, she did all this experimental sexual shit with him. And I asked her, I said, wait a minute, and did you want to do that with me? Or, I mean, did you ever want to do that with me? Oh, no, no. So, yeah, that's really happened. And so I'm like, okay, keep it cool. Maybe she just fell into a depression or loneliness, whatever. So it come to the day when I left, and I'm talking to her on the phone and told her, you know how it goes. I'll try to write you every day, no less than once a week, blah, blah, blah. When you're young, the world is your oyster, you think. Okay. And I knew in my mind that also I was going to eventually fly her out to Seattle as soon as I end up getting my computer tech degree, which college convinced me, tried to convince me, which successfully convinced me that, oh yeah, that's what you want. You don't want criminal justice. You want to be a computer tech. Anyway, and and of course I was going to be working close with Bill Gates and working with him on accessibility programs. Yeah, this is my dreams, right? Yeah. Anyway, I get to Seattle. I get in my apartment. It was a real small studio. And it was very compact, but it had everything you need. Okay. And it was one of those places you pay, I think you pay rent like every 2 weeks or a week, or you can pay monthly, however you want it. And it was nice. And I believe it was on a street called First in Seattle. First. I think it's First Park Place, I believe it was. But it was on First. And yeah, I had some experiences there. Anyway, I end up calling her long distance saying, hey, I made it safely, blah, blah, blah. So she decides to tell me, I miss you so much and I got so lonely again that I bumped into my ex boyfriend and I had to tell you that we spent all night together. So, strike two, right? I'm just like, okay. So, I'm kind of heartbroken. I'm like, okay, this ain't gonna work. I mean, I just got here, the bed's still warm, and now she's sleeping with her ex-boyfriend overnight. So then, what happened to put the cherry on top of the whipped cream? I had a friend of mine named Mr. B. Call him Mr. B. He's an ex-friend, and we were friends for a long time, and he's done stuff that was questionable, very questionable. It was, and I had to confront him on. After I'm giving him the whole story, spilling my heart out to him, he literally asks me, I know that you're up there. I wonder if it's okay for me to ask you a question. And I was like, well, what's that? I know I respect you dating Tiva. I was like, okay. He goes, but I wonder if it's okay if I mess around with her now that you're gone. Yep. That was my last serious relationship. I mean, even though I did my best always to respect him and any girl he dated, not to mess around with them, while he was dating them. He literally asked me that after I opened my heart out to him. And I'm shocked. I'm like, yeah, man, whatever. Right there, I knew, our friendship would never be the same. And just before that, about a year and a half before that incident happened, another friend of ours, we usually three of us hung out. I'm calling him Mr. L. I used to date this girl, Tana. We were very close. She was like soulmate. Okay, she's the closest thing I had to a soulmate. And never had sex, ever. I mean, we dated, went out and stuff like that. And there was a long story behind that, but we never had sex. We were very close. Um, my other friend, Mr. L, when me and her we broke up, we had to split up because of certain situations I'm not gonna go into. Uh, we split up a safe, and as soon as we split up, my other friend, Mr. L, had sex with her. Yeah, that's right. He had sex with her, and he decided to brag it. We went out to breakfast, and the whole time at breakfast, I think it was Denny's or something, he was bragging about it. He would never stop bragging about it. So, just even telling you about this makes me know now in the future, my new friends, I'm going to choose them a lot more wisely. Whether they're men, women, I don't care. I'm going to choose them a lot more wisely. And also, I'm thinking about seriously, I'm thinking about getting a pet. I know this is off topic, and I want y'all's opinion in a comment. Should I get a dog or should I get a cat? All right, I want y'all to give me that opinion, your opinion in the comment below. And I shall wrap to you later. This is Dalton, my world, and that is my story time, my last serious relationship. Peace.